woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk down the man right now. Oh yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You know that left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I put down, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah.
Hey, okay. Pocket through big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in a no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in a no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. I just want the knowledge and the power. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a fuck about a dollar. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Gotta get it, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope, deal of a new, giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in a no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like too big, they sumo. Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus C-dip. Echo back with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like shack up the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
On the ball.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Carolina! Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll go on the ground. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Gets around him. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Newton now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. To throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Carolina. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. It's complete to Grant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Going up top. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Carolina getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. Going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Go.
They fake the give. Newton steps away. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Newton on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Godot's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gun, gun! 52's the mic right here, over there. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit! 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 Moving! Keep moving, boys, moving! 52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. So it's halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Eagles on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Wide, get wide.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Gano for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run for it with Pumphrey. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Keith Marshall with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And the Panthers coming out now. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A great move, couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Eagles on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
3 down.
They get it to him running left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Hey.
They snap it to Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go. Great. You're set. 180. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Set. Oh, here we go. Oh. Check the backer. Do some.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
and probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout, and they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Carolina, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here.